Hello, and welcome to The Bridge, the show that is designed to partner you through tough times, restore peace to the joyful times, and provide a bridge over troubled waters. I am Whitley, and I am your host. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so you are at part two of my swimming story. Okay, so I previously told on my previous podcast another swim story that I felt was relevant to life. And often situations I end up where something is going on or I'm doing something that's seemingly small or simple, and then all of a sudden here comes this flushing wave of wisdom and knowledge. So I tend to write those things down, and I've decided to start sharing them on my podcast, and hopefully they're applicable to you and can bring some insight into your lives as well. So this is kind of like the knowledgeable portion of my podcast that I didn't know I was going to be making, but I'm so glad that I can share these things with you guys, because sometimes it just overflows in me and I'm like, oh my God, this is a wow moment that I really need to share with somebody, but who do I tell? And then as life goes on, I end up talking to different people and it becomes relevant, and it's a great way of explaining sometimes concepts that cannot really be spoken in every case. So, long story short, here is the second portion of the swimming knowledge that was brought to me from taking children to the pool. And this one, in this scenario, I actually was at my dad's pool, and I had taken my friend's daughter with me and my children, and we went to the pool. Now, my best friend's baby, she can swim. She can swim, not by faith, not prophetically, yes, yes, but really can swim. Like, she does cannonballs, she does handstands, she does backflips, front flips. She does, I'm going to do a front flip, back flip, double toss handspring, flip off, cannonball into the 5 feet, and then swim over to the 4 feet. And then I'm going to do that. Everybody watch, right? And she does. Seriously, she does. She can swim. Okay. That's what I'm basically explaining. So I saw one story with a person who is still learning to swim, but has full confidence that they will do so in the future. And then I have one who is already swimming. She's already got it. Mommy must have taught her some serious skills, because that baby can swim. Okay. So while she was swimming, I've taken so many notes from her. I'm always watching her. I'm always paying such close attention because she's just magnificent to me. The things that she does and comes up with is just brilliant. I've seen her turn boxes into vehicles with like the spinning wheel and everything, and she's not even using the conventional items to do so. She's using items from around her house and just putting things together. So she's really, really brilliant. All that to say, because I gotta brag a little bit. It's my goddaughter. But yeah, so we went to the pool. While we're at the pool, I'm watching her because I really don't swim very well. I can swim to save my life, but not enough to save yours, right? And I tell people that if we go into the pool, please know, you're gonna see me swimming. You're gonna see me, and you're gonna say, "Oh, okay, she can swim." You might even think that if you come around me, I might be able to help you if you are having a hard time. That's not true. It's just simply untrue. And you should not get in the pool next to me thinking that you're going to get anything from me but a call for help. Because, I cannot swim for nobody but myself. So I give that disclosure and let people know, if you get in the pool with me, it isn't every man for himself if we start having difficulties. Because mama over here is going to doggy paddle to the side. I know I got enough in me to doggy paddle this weight to one side. That is it. It won't be getting out the pool. I'm going to just stand there and rest, catch my breath, and then I will get out. That's sad, but it's my truth for now. For now. Okay. Anyways, I digress. So, to the deep portions of this before this gets long. So, while she was swimming, she was kind of sharing with us. She's a talker too, so she's sharing with us, okay, this is what I do and I need to do that, because she knows I'm trying to learn. So she always gives like tips and tricks to try to help other people learn how to swim, which is a beautiful thing. So she told me, I'm reading off of my note. She said, Miss Whitley, when I get into a part that's too deep, I just plug my nose and I let my feet sink to the floor and I push up and I just start swimming. And I just thought that was so deep. It seemed simple, but when she said it, all the sound around me like went silent, and it was just me and her speaking in a room full of people type. It was really crazy. And so I knew that this was something to take note of because it really like resonated with me. And when I heard her say, okay, well, when I get in a part that's too deep. So in life, when we get into situations that we feel are bigger than us, that are greater than us, when we're expected to do something that we've never done before, when we're meeting new challenges, new expectations, new adventures, and it all feels so much deeper than what it really might be, or really it might be as deep as you think, because honestly, this pool did go to 6 feet. So it is deeper than the average pool that she's been in. So she's like, when I get in and I'm swimming, but I find that I'm just too deep out. I'm out too deep. I didn't have so much fun and swam so far that I lost track of things, and now I'm a little bit deeper than what I intended on being. Not saying deeper than what I can handle, but still deeper than what my expectations intentions actually were. I'm going to try to get myself back to where my grounding is, get grounded again, right? And so she's like, I don't panic. I don't freak out. I don't start flailing my arms in this deep water, because what's that going to do? It's actually going to cause you to drown. It's going to cause more problems. It's not going to help you. Panicking is not the answer. So, first of all, she already had a plan for when the water got too deep. So before even doing that cannonball and getting in the pool, she already had the mindset that if for any reason this gets too deep, I know what to do. So coming in with that plan, obviously, probably a good idea. When she gets in, she sinks to the bottom and puts her feet on the floor. Now, in this case, it's a little different because, as pools get deeper, you obviously, that can be a little more challenging depending on how long you hold your breath, right? I've played that game. So, this is by no means instructions on how to swim. This is literally just telling you from a childlike perspective how easy it can be to understand how to navigate uncharted waters and new experiences. So she gets her feet down on the ground and she just pushes up. She plugs her nose, so she's preparing. I'm prepared for what's to come. I know that water might get in my nose. I know that this water, when it gets in my nose, it hurts so bad. It hurts my head, hurts my eyes. It's very painful. The things that I do know, I'm taking into consideration as I am preparing to navigate these waters. So in life, we experience similar situations like this, where we find ourselves sometimes in waters deeper than our feet can tread. And in those times, lean into the floor. Wait, what? Yeah, lean into the floor. Because the muscles that appear to be sinking down deep into the water when all hope feels lost. Oh, I'm drowning, I'm sinking. The act of going down and putting your feet on the floor, well, it's going with the flow. See, because when you're in that water, it's natural for you to sink to the bottom. You're going to start sinking or floating. Some people float if they, know how to keep the air in their lungs, but otherwise, you're sinking. And rather than fighting against that state, you use it and you turn it for his glory. You use it. See, that's an advantage that we have. The advantage that we have is that we've got the time. We have the time. We don't need to rush. The race is not given to the swift, but to he who endures to the end. It's okay to tread water sometimes. It's not a problem for us to tread water. There are so many people in the world who are looking for that microwave. Come on, right now, right now, right now, everything right now. And that right now is not always profitable. That right now is not always the correct answer. The right now is not always the best. Sometimes it's better to wait. Wait until that latter season comes. Learn how to wait patiently. Learn how to tread that water with hopefulness, with faith and belief, knowing that you're going to be all right. You're going to get to the other side and you're going to finish that cannonball backflip, somersault, super spin into the pool. Like that moment is going to come. You're going to swim, right? How crazy is that? But if you know that going in, why are you rushing? You don't need to rush. Everything that would appear to be against you can work for you. It's for you. The water is there so you can swim. Without the water, you wouldn't be able to swim. The water is not there for you to drown. The water is not there to drown you. The water is there for you to learn how to navigate it, to learn how to get through it, to learn how to honestly have fun in it because it can be a lot of fun when you conquer it, as I saw. So she says, oh, yeah, okay, so the muscles that appear to be sinking, they're compacting. So as she's going down, you would think from looking from the outside in, you're like, oh, she's sinking. Oh, no, she's sinking. And in actuality, in her mind, she's like, I'm preparing. My legs are straight. And as soon as I get to this bottom, I'm going to bend my knees, contract. I'm going to build it up. I'm going to store this energy. I'm going to create this power in my legs. And I'm going to thrust myself back out of this water. And as soon as my head comes above this surface, I'm going to start swimming. I'm going to start pumping them arms and those legs. And I'm going to get myself to the other side. If I've got to go back down again, instead of panicking, getting frustrated, getting upset because I got to go back under again, I'm going to plug that nose. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to plug my nose. I'm going to straighten my legs and I'm going to prepare to push off because it must be time to push off again. You cannot control the time. You cannot control the seasons. If the season is for the water to come above your head, you better plug your nose. This is not the time nor the season to push against the water or the grain. This is the time and the season to thrust off, to use those things that are around you, use those resources, and let them propel you into the future. Everything that you see is working for your good. Everything that is around you has been designed and created for you, for God's glory, but for you, because it brings Him glory to see you enjoying it, to see you treading that water, to see you thrusting off the bottom of that pool, shooting back up in the air, and now you getting out doing cannonballs. It brought me joy. It brought me joy to see this child swimming. I know this sounds so simple. I feel like those old people who are like, they back in the day in church, they used to do these testimonies and they get up in testimony service and they say, I just want to thank God because when I went to return my item at the store, they took it back. Don't you know they took it back? And I remember a comedian saying, that's a return policy. Right. But you know what? To be honest with you, say it now. Think about all them times you try to return something or you tried to go to a store and you tried to get something done and people had such terrible attitudes that you just like keep the money. Now y'all may not say keep the money. That's funny. Keep the what and take the what? Right. Yeah, maybe not. But I have honestly. Like I've had customer service so bad that I was like, listen, it ain't even worth the change, brother. You can keep it. Keep the change for real because I don't even need this in my life right now for 48 cents. Just keep it, you know. It's not the battle I want to fight today. So it is a blessing and it is an awesome thing. It's one of those small victories for you to be able to accomplish minor, small, minute things and tasks. Like there are a lot of people who can't do the simplest things. And it's not even because they choose to not, it's because sometimes they're physically unable. I had a neck and a back injury so bad that I couldn't pull myself out of the bed. And that was a life changing experience. When I was laying in that bed, it was mind blowing. Like I'm saying, get up and get going and let's do this, let's do that. My mind is saying yes. My body is saying no. No, R. Kelly. But seriously, it's saying no. And that's a scary moment. So, what you have, what you've got around you, use what you've got. Use it. I'm doing this podcast and I'm using some shabby equipment and it ain't looking too good. But guess what? I'm going to use what I've got to get these messages out to the best of my ability because they help me and I believe they're going to help somebody else. I really believe that just like he believes he's going to swim, I am standing firm and I am believing that this podcast is going to change somebody's life and maybe more than one. It's already beginning to change mine and it's given me a new perspective and so many things. So I really want you to lean into the idea of planning, preparing, and using what you have. Use what you have around you today. Don't wait. Just start using what you have. You know, and it's like, well, what does that mean? Well, where are you going? What are you trying to do? That's a plan for another day. Oh, I will absolutely. Okay, here we go. Next podcast. It's a planning session. Ooh, we about to have fun. Okay. So I'm gonna have y'all set up all your stuff. I'll tell you what you need to bring to this meeting. Maybe we can even do it on a live or something like that, and we can do like a form of a vision board. I did do a vision board last year, and it was very effective. So that can help you to kind of know, well, when my feet touch this ground, where am I going? You can't just be thrusting off into the walls and hitting the side of the pools. You do have to have a sense of direction and a sense of intent. So everything being intentional. Anyways, I hope this blessed y'all. I know it blessed me. I'm looking through my notes right now to see if there was anything else I needed to add in there because it's just so many beautiful things. Okay, here's one note I put in here. Sometimes what we think is a loss is gain, and what we think is gain is gain times two. So be patient with yourself while you learn and just keep learning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, be intentional. Have a great week, guys. Thanks for listening.